It will be a long 2018 with no new Game of Thrones, but what else is there for fans to watch? Here are my top picks for what are likely to be the best shows in 2018. Hi everyone, this is Robert. Welcome to Deep Geek. This video is brought to you with the support of my awesome Patreon community. Please do check out the link to my Patreon page if you're interested in joining up for some exclusive audio content. And do consider subscribing here if you enjoy the video. First of all, don't worry, this is all going to be spoiler free. I've put links in the description to trailers where they exist and box sets from Amazon if you want to catch up on the previous seasons first. So here are my top 5 recommendations in no particular order, and after that some that didn't quite make the cut but are still worth catching. Number 1. Black Mirror. Now in its 4th season and set in the grand tradition of the Twilight Zone, Black Mirror is a series of standalone stories linked only by a theme of how technology affects us and changes us. Each episode brings a new director, new actors, and a completely new scenario. The worlds presented by Black Mirror are rarely undilutedly optimistic. They present technology, whether it's in worlds contemporary to ours or in dystopian futures, as enablers of humanity's own spirit, the good and the bad. This is the kind of TV that you want to binge watch but find yourself pausing after each episode to reflect on what you've seen or to discuss it with people. It is science fiction at its best. It shows us the world of tomorrow or next year or next century, usually in the lives of normal people, not great heroes, and uses that to shine an unnerving light on our world of today. This is sometimes dark and disturbing, but it's always thought-provoking, and there is hope here. The double Emmy-winning San Junipero was unashamedly sweet and beautiful filmmaking. For me, Black Mirror is the epitome of well-made, intelligent TV. It deserves all the accolades it has been garnering. Season 4 has just been released on Netflix, and you can find seasons 1 to 3 there as well. Number 2. Jessica Jones. For me, Jessica Jones Season 1 was the standout Marvel-Netflix collaboration of the last few years. Whereas all of the Defenders have a street-level approach to fighting evil and were slightly uncomfortable with the idea of being superheroes, Jessica Jones took this to the next level. The problems she faces are so much more visceral than the traditional superhero concerns about power bringing responsibility. She is battling with PTSD, alcoholism, and the after effects of an abusive relationship, which might make you think that this show is a bit of a downer. Far from it. Jessica Jones is smart, she's funny, she never resorts to simply using her superpowers as a get-out-of-jail-free card. They are there, and she does use them, but if she can get by without simply hitting someone, then she will. And that's all to the credit of the writers. There is no lazy storytelling here. Season 1's ability to keep an increasingly twisting storyline moving forward apace was superb, and it would be remiss of me not to mention David Tennant's outstanding performance as Kilgrave, one of the best and undoubtedly the creepiest villain in the Marvel Universe. Season 2 has a lot to live up to, but I cannot wait to see where it goes. It will be released on Netflix on the 8th of March. Number 3. Doctor Who. Although Doctor Who is a show with regeneration and renewal built into its DNA, the 2018 season promises to provide one of the biggest shake-ups in its 55-year history. Everything is changing. There is a new showrunner, a new format with longer episodes, new companions, a new design for the TARDIS, a commitment to shift away from the self-referential style of recent series, and of course, there is a new Doctor. Jodie Whittaker, who will be the 13th Doctor, made her debut quite literally with a bang in the 2017 Christmas special, as Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor regenerated into her. We didn't see much of her then, but she comes with an impressive CV, having appeared in the UK Broadchurch series and the brilliant Black Mirror episode The Entire History of You. Chris Chibnall, the new showrunner, also has a reassuringly high-quality resume, having already written 5 Doctor Who episodes, a couple of Life on Mars episodes, been showrunner on Torchwood and Broadchurch, and also on Camelot, an underrated and short-lived Arthurian TV series on Stars that's a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. The show is in safe hands. All of which means that this is probably the perfect moment for those who have been wondering when and how to try Doctor Who, or for those who have drifted away, to come at it afresh. At its best, Doctor Who is brilliant TV. Action-packed, funny, heartwarming, family-friendly, but also sometimes hide-behind-the-sofa scary. The Doctor, every Doctor, is the antithesis of every brainless action hero you've seen. Brandishing a sonic screwdriver rather than a gun, a quick wit, a curious mind, and a commitment to protect rather than aimlessly destroy. The Doctor is a hero for our times. Filming has only just started, so we can probably expect a release date of late 2018. Number 4. Westworld. If I had to pick just one thing from this list to recommend, it would be Westworld. Season 2 of which will be out in the spring of 2018, probably late spring as they only just finished filming in December. Season 1 was the most successful first season ever on HBO, gaining more viewers than either The Sopranos or Game of Thrones did with their first seasons. So I think we can expect to see HBO putting everything behind making sure that Season 2 builds on that, particularly with Game of Thrones coming to an end soon. They need a successor. But why was Westworld so successful? Well, for my money, it was the most well-rounded and intelligently written TV show of 2016. It managed to combine a satisfyingly complex and fast-paced plot with philosophical musings on the nature of humanity. And it looks beautiful. It has cowboys and robots and Tandy Newton and Anthony Hopkins, and some amazing performances, not just from those two, but also pretty much all of the cast, with special mentions for Evan Rachel Wood as Dolores and Ed Harris as the Man in Black. If you enjoy intricate plot development just as much as you enjoy gunfights between cowboys, then this is a show for you. The showrunners have made it clear that Season 1, for all its brilliance, was largely an overture to Seasons 2 and beyond. It was showing how we got to where we are in the futuristic theme park. And we can expect more mind-twisting plots, character developments and timelines in Season 2. The Season 1 DVD box set is out now, and I'll be doing regular Westworld Explained videos in the build-up to Season 2. I really would recommend getting up to speed before it starts. This is going to be the show everyone is talking about this spring. Number 5. The Last Kingdom. Finally, let's look at perhaps the closest thing there is right now to a Game of Thrones alternative. A character-driven, sweeping historical drama series based on a best-selling and unfinished series of books. The Last Kingdom is well-written, well-researched, and well-acted. It's set in 9th and 10th century England amidst a series of invasions by the Danes. Wessex, the last Saxon kingdom standing, faces obliteration. And into this backdrop we follow Uhtred, born a Saxon but raised a Viking, as he fights for his own survival, his birthright, and the future of England itself, as wars and diplomacy rage around him. Incidentally, for fans of the show Vikings, you could see this as a sort of sequel. It's set in the same conflict just a few decades later. Although it's not quite Game of Thrones standard, The Last Kingdom is definitely worth checking out for anyone who enjoys well-written epic TV that is grounded in history, or if you just enjoy a good old-fashioned sword fight, because there's a lot of that going on too. Season 3 of The Last Kingdom will be out towards the end of 2018. So, that's my top 5, but what about the near misses? Well, you may have noticed that I didn't suggest established series like The Walking Dead and Vikings. To be honest, I figured that many of you probably already watched them, and if you don't, well, you just need to know that they have survived for so long for a reason. They are both well worth a watch, from Season 1 if possible. What else? Well, Amazon is quietly developing an extremely strong set of shows. Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams is a worthy testament to the great sci-fi writer's short stories, and after a UK launch last year, it will be debuting in America on Amazon Video on the 12th of January. Staying with the Philip K. Dick link, The Man in the High Castle is also well worth a watch, with a third season due to come out in 2018. And of course, Amazon have also announced that they have bought the rights to a multi-season series based in Tolkien's Middle-earth. This won't be retelling the story of the Lord of the Rings, but we don't yet know exactly what it will be showing. In any event, don't expect it to air until 2020. Other random recommendations for 2018 include Twin Peaks, which I've only heard good things about, but not yet had a chance to watch, and the multi-Emmy award-winning Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, based on the multi-award-winning novel of the same name by Margaret Atwood. If you like your sci-fi to offer a searing social commentary, or if you just like good TV, then do check it out. A second season will be airing in April. So there you have it. My top 5 recommendations for 2018 with a few bonuses thrown in for good measure. I've put links to trailers for most of these series in the description, and if you want to catch up on any of the shows before a new season this year, there are links to the box sets on Amazon. These are affiliate links. If you buy after clicking through from here, you're helping support this channel at no extra cost to you. But what do you think? Which shows are you most looking forward to in 2018? Let me have any recommendations in the comments below. As I said, please do check out my Patreon page, particularly if you're interested in hearing me narrate the pre-release chapters from The Winds of Winter. And don't forget to subscribe here. Thanks for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you again soon.